couple of the congressmen saying you were on fire tonight. So when somebody said fire in the hole, he was forceful. Let's bring in Fox News chief political analyst Brit Hume. Brit, your thoughts?
Well, I thought it was a good chance he would make a smoothly delivered, mistake-free, no blunders, no stumbling speech tonight. The theme of it, of course, was that the country's on a great comeback. For a speech about a comeback, he didn't seem very happy about it, did he? He seemed angry. There was plenty of stumbling and slurring of words and all the rest of it that we've come to associate with him and taken as a sign of his senility and his advancing age and the effect that it has on a person. So I don't think he got out from under that at all. And I'm not sure that a person sitting at home tonight looking at the guy would think he was anything other than an angry old man. Now, if you're a partisan Democrat and you love all the programmatic stuff he talked about, that was fine. And I guess if you didn't, Democrats were worried about him, and I guess they're glad to see him up there showing some energy. But I'm not sure it was the kind of energy the public would want to see at a time like this in this country with people worried about so many things.
You see him exchanging with Senator Pat Leahy from Vermont. Former senator there. So, Britt, did you think that he hit the points he needed to hit tonight? We're talking about how it was delivered, but did he hit? There wasn't a lot of unity. There was a lot of back and forth. Obviously, Democrats ate it all up.
Well, these State of the Union addresses are often criticized for being too much of a laundry list of accomplishments and particularly a laundry list of programs and moves that you're going to make and so on. Well, he hit about everything you could hit. I mean, he went on and on and on. Now, I recognize that an hour and 8 minutes, it doesn't come anywhere near being the longest speech ever, but it may have just have seemed that way. But it was very programmatic throughout most of it, and I'm sure that, if you look at different interest groups, everybody will find that in some way or another their issue was discussed. I don't think that. I still don't think that was the main thing tonight. I think the main thing tonight was how he personally came across at a time when people are worried about a whole range of issues and worried specifically and particularly about him and whether he is ready to go for another term. And when they've seen him seem so halting and stumbling and indeed so very elderly that so many of them say that he's not ready to go another 4 years, if indeed he's ready to go now at all.
72% say in recent polls that he is too old for another term. Let's talk about immigration more and whether or not this speech met the moment of the way people are feeling in this country about the urgency and the crisis.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.